Tonight in Texas, the show will go on after a federal judge taking a swipe at Texas A&M and the Trump administration clearing the way for a student group at A&M to hold its annual drag show. As more universities cut back on diversity, equity, and inclusion over threats from the Trump administration with hundreds of millions of federal funding on the line. Texas A&M board pulled the plug on the show, pointing the finger at President Trump's executive order, blocking funding for what the White House calls gender ideology. The university also arguing drag performances mock and objectify women, citing Title IX, which protects against sex-based discrimination in education. The student group, the Texas A&M Queer Empowerment Council, says no female students have complained.
It's the big event everyone kind of looks forward to.
The judge slamming A&M, saying the university didn't show any evidence the drag shows led to an increase in harassment against female students. Writing in her opinion, quote, to ban the performance from taking place on campus because it offends some members of the campus community is precisely what the First Amendment prohibits. The student group saying in a statement, quote, this is another display of the resilience of queer joy. But the legal fight isn't over.
We want to make sure that Dragon's protected in future years as well. It doesn't just stop here.
This ruling yet another blow to the push to block drag performances across the country. 2023, a federal judge struck down a Texas law prohibiting performers from dancing suggestively or wearing certain prosthetics in front of children. LGBTQ plus advocates feared the law would ban drag shows in the state. Judges also shot down similar laws in Montana and Florida. But in Tennessee, a federal appeals court upheld a first-in-the-nation law placing strict limits on drag shows in that state.
If that law passes, I would be committing a potential felony.
Back at Texas A&M tonight, a spokesperson for Texas A&M saying it's reviewing its options and next steps, while the college drag performer is taking their own steps to get back on stage.
Yasmin Vasugian is joining us now. So, Yas, we heard from a Draggieland leader in the piece saying the fight's not over. So where does that fight go from here?
Yeah, they're not backing down. They know that this order from the judge is temporary right now, but the ball really at this point, Hal, is in Texas A&M's court. Do they appeal this thing or do they let it go? And I think that is TBD at this point. But if you're looking at kind of the history of all of this, we're looking at Greg Abbott, for instance, back in January, threatening the job of the president of Texas A&M, essentially because he said he broke the DEI ban by allowing faculty to attend a conference, for instance, that promoted black and brown diversity. And we also know the President Trump, the Trump administration, obviously pulling funding from Columbia, $400 million in federal funding, threatening UPenn as well because of their trans policies. And so it seems as if right now the ball is in the government's court and, of course, the school's court as well. But the student organization, Hal, again, not backing down.
Yasmin Vasugian, glad to have you on our original tonight. Thank you. Still to come here on the show, our team's exclusive access inside a minor league stadium with a major league problem. Why two pro baseball teams don't have places of their own to play and how it may hurt them. Coming up.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.